Tonight, there's an intense focus on this person of interest in Davis. Live Copter 3 providing these exclusive images as police detained a man after 3 stabbings in less than a week, 2 of them deadly. Officers approached the man late this afternoon, a block from Sycamore Park. That's the scene of the second deadly stabbing. A witness had called police saying he believed this man matched the description from 2 of the stabbings.
I'm hoping that this is the person and that Davis can kind of be done with this and that we are safe again as someone who works close with children.
And you can see the man has curly hair, medium height, a slim build and light complexion, and wearing black Adidas sweats, all matching the description from the most recent attack. It
should also be noted that police have also detained other people of interest during this investigation.
And as of right now, police have not said that this man is under arrest, and the investigation is still active and ongoing. Meantime, officials are still telling people in Davis to stay alert, and many people have even changed their schedules to avoid just being out at night.
So we want to go straight out now to KCRA 3's Orko Manna. He is live outside of police headquarters. So, Orko, what can you tell us about this latest development?
Well, Edie, first we want to reiterate that the man police brought here to police headquarters is still being considered as a person of interest and not a suspect at this point. In the meantime, the community is anxiously waiting for an update. Live Copter 3 captures exclusive footage of Davis police detaining a person of interest on Wednesday after 3 people were stabbed in less than a week. 2 of those people died. Officers are seen talking to the man on Pine Lane before putting him inside a squad car and driving him to Davis police headquarters.
I was trying to be aware of my surroundings when I saw an individual with the same outfit as described.
Carter Carlson says he was at Sycamore Park laying flowers at the memorial for the 20-year-old UC Davis student who was stabbed and killed over the weekend when he saw the man acting suspicious near the park. The man has long curly hair and was wearing black sweats, which matches the description of the suspect involved in one of the most recent attacks.
I had called in a report while I was in the car, just saying that there was a person matching this description walking down the street.
Soon after, Carlson says he saw police drive up to this intersection to talk to the person of interest. Live Copter 3 shows a squad car with the person in the back seat parked behind the police station. Officers then escort him inside the police station for questioning. It's important to note that he was not in handcuffs.
I think the whole town is very upset.
Sycamore Park, usually a bustling place to be, is quiet, but a man who lives a block away who didn't want to be identified for safety reasons says he's encouraged by what police are doing.
At least there's a description, and I'm hoping this person could identify this individual if they're found.
That's the sentiment across the board.
I'm hoping that this is the person and that Davis can kind of be done with this and that we are safe again.
Now, we've reached out to Davis police multiple times tonight to get an update on what exactly is happening, if that person of interest is still being questioned, if they've been let go, or if they've been arrested in connection to any of the recent stabbings. But at this point, we have not heard back from police. Reporting live in Davis tonight, Orko Manna, KCRA 3 News.
Orko, thank you. And again, people across Davis have been on edge since Thursday when this started. As of last night, the university moved their night classes online, and some Davis businesses have been closing early so that people won't have to be out after dark.
Yeah, people changing their behaviors now. And all of these attacks have happened within a week, at night, and within 3 miles of each other, all in an outdoor setting. On Thursday, David Bro's body was found in Central Park in Davis. Then Saturday night, 20-year-old UC Davis student Kareem Abu Najm was found dead at Sycamore Park. And then just Monday night, right before midnight, a woman was assaulted at a homeless camp off of 2nd and L Streets.
There has been a huge outpouring of support for those killed. This was the scene in Sycamore Park where Kareem Abu Najm's body was found this weekend. His friends and fellow students will be holding a celebration of life for Najm this Friday at 4 at UC Davis. We are continuing to follow this case, of course, and download the KCRA 3 app for breaking news alerts on the latest developments in the investigation.